Hello, welcome to Forex Trading Strategies. In this video, I'll be explaining to you the concept of Bollinger Bands. So if you are new on this platform, if you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so I can personally send you a notification next time I have an educational video to upload. Okay, so that being said, now let's head into our video. So you can see this is MetaTrader 5 before us. So this is the crash indices, crash 500, and this is the 5-minute time frame. So all we have to do now is to just go and load up our Bollinger Band indicator, and we check the parameters and we'll explain how we can use this to trade efficiently. Okay, so you go to insert here, then under insert you go to indicators, then you go to insert indicators, then trend, under trend then Bollinger Band. Okay, so you can see the period is 20, the deviations is 2000 applied to all of that. So I'll just go ahead and increase the thickness a bit. Let me see if I can change the color to something brighter. So this orange or gold, okay, gold or orange. Okay, so this is our Bollinger Band right here. So what we need to understand about the Bollinger Band is the component. So this top band here is called the upper band. This is the upper Bollinger Band. This is the lower Bollinger Band, and this is the moving average. So this line in the middle here is moving average 20. So this is our moving average 20 right inside here. So how do we use these Bollinger Bands to trade? How do we use this to trade? Okay, so to use this to trade, you'll notice some pattern in this Bollinger Band. Now some might explain it in this form that to trade with Bollinger Band, you sell when the candle has touched the upper limit of the Bollinger Band, that it will start falling. So you start selling. That's where you start selling from. Some might say when it touches the lower limit of the Bollinger Band, that you start buying, that it will start going up. But at some point it will touch the upper limit or the lower limit, and it will keep going for very long time. So for example, you can see that it touches it here, so it never starts selling, so it keeps on going up. You can see it keeps on going up. It touches it here also, it still keeps going up. You can see that at that point that it keeps going up, our Bollinger Band, the upper and the lower Bollinger Band, they are all squeezing. You can see that they are squeezing, like they are going in a straight form. So this is showing a trend. So this is showing a kind of trend. So when it's showing this trend like this method of touching upper Bollinger Bands and lower Bollinger Bands will not be respected. So we must avoid to sell when it's on the uptrend. When the chart is on uptrend, we must avoid selling. So you don't want to get caught up in issues like this, whereby you sell at this point, then it keeps going up for this long. You don't want to be caught up in it. So I'll be profiling my own way of trading it that has almost 80% success rate, is by sticking to the average. Now this is crash 500. We only need to trade it on the uptrend. We are not concerned about the downtrend. So if you are trading assets that doesn't has regard to its conventional movement, like if you are trading currency pairs, so you can decide to trade on uptrend or downtrend. But this is crash 500, so we'll be trading it on the uptrend. Now we have to look out for 3 things before we can enter our trade. So these 3 things, they include: first, check if the market is on a trend or not. Check the market trend. That is one. The second one is check if it has touched the lower Bollinger Band. Of course, when it touches the lower Bollinger Band, at some point it will move from there to the upper Bollinger Band, then move down. That is how it moves. But at the time it will move, we are not too sure about it, so we have to watch out for the breakout. So the first is check the market trends. Second is check if it's in the if it has touches the lower Bollinger Band, and the third is check the average. So check the average. Now what am I trying to say? So for example, you can see that the candle touches the lower Bollinger Bands here, so it moves up a bit, it touches it again, tries to form a trend, it moves up a bit, it touches it again, it moves up, touches it, then now moves up finally and crosses our moving average 20. So we are very particular with this moving average 20. Now at some point it has reversal on the moving average 20, for like here, when it touches the moving average 20 it goes down, that moving average 20 it goes down, trying to form a trend, then it goes up again, touches 20 and go down. So we'll be waiting for it to break out on the moving average 20, which is our main. So we'll be watching out for it to break out there. Once it breaks that line of 20 and it's in the upper section of the moving of the average of the upper Bollinger Band, then we enter the trade and get a single 5-minute candle, a single 5-minute candle. Then we leave the market. So it will take its time to go to the upper Bollinger Band. If you have good capital that you can stay for long, you stay there until it reaches the upper Bollinger Band, then you move away from it. Okay, so let's check other example. For example, here you can see it touches the lower Bollinger Band, it went to the lower line of 20, it came down again, lower line of 20, you see it comes down. So once it has dropped like 2 times from that line of 20, you must be very careful because it must start a trend. So you can see that getting to that area, it's coming down, that area of 20 it's coming down, that main position it's coming down. So it has started a downtrend here. This is crash, we don't want the downtrend, so we have to wait for it very well this time. So you can see it touches it, comes down, it touches it. So even here, if you wait for it to get to this place and it's enter for 5 minutes, you still be able to get 5 minutes, but don't wait for too long if your capital is not big, because if you get caught up by this downtrend, you can see it's a very long downtrend to this place, your capital might not stand that long, so and you might close your order in negative balance. Okay, so to avoid that, we must watch out for the breakout. So and when our Bollinger Band starts squeezing like this and go on a straight line, there's nothing much we can do. So when it starts squeezing like this, it's showing that there's a stability in the market and very soon it will break out. So you can see that this place, the line are squeezing at this point, they are squeezing, so the divergence is not that much. You can see it's not that much, so it's as if it's going straight. These are like straight lines, so the market is like stable on that point until it came to this point and there is a breakout. So you can see there's a breakout here and it went on a full uptrend for a very long time, so you can see that this is an uptrend. All of this place is an uptrend. This is a serious huge uptrend. So when there are more of the uptrend like that in the market, then we can be sure that we can scalp easily using the moving average 20. Once it crosses it will take 5 minutes. So once it crosses it from down below, we take 5 minutes. Once it crosses it, we take 5 minutes. So we can keep doing that. So we must be sure of the market trend. So that's the first thing I mentioned. The market trend is very, very important. Then the second thing that is more important is if it has touches the lower Bollinger Band, you don't wait for it coming up. You can at some point you can see that it is coming up and it touches the 20 line, it's move up. You can see that at some point, like from here now, the market is coming down, it has not touched the lower Bollinger Band, then start going up. I won't advise you to enter in this kind of situation. You wait for it to start going up from downward from the lower Bollinger Band up. So when it crosses the moving average 20 line, which is the middle line, then you can check the trend to see if you can enter the market or not. So this method has like 80% winning rate. So you can as well put this into your method. You can practice it, try your hands at it. Now the first thing I tell people is when you learn a new trading strategy or a new trading method, do not go ahead and apply it to your real money immediately. If not gotten it, try it out, see the limitations, see the setbacks, try it out, see how well you can work with it and how it has been working for you before you go in and put on your real money. You don't experiment with your real money. Now some people might tell you that they put $10, they just want to try it out. No, that is gambling. Try it out with the if your plan is to deposit like $300 to start with, then reduce your demo account to $300. Try the method out with it. so you see how it will work for you, you see the limitation you face, so that way you can learn a lot of lessons before you start moving on. So you can see this is a downtrend and this is crash, this is a downtrend. So when it touches the lower Bollinger band, you don't enter. Now you can see that it touches the moving average 20, start going down. So this is a downtrend. So even if it's touching the lower Bollinger band, you don't keep entering, because this is a downtrend. You have to wait for the market to recover to the option, because this is crash, before you can start trading it again. Okay, so that will be all on the Bollinger band. So to recap, or to give you a quick summary, you check the market trend, check if it has touched the lower Bollinger band, check if it has crossed the moving average 20, which is the middle line, before you can enter for your 5 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. This is Forex Trading Strategies. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have new content for you guys. So that will be all for now, and bye.